FedEx just dropped off the brand new XPS 13 9345. If you don't know what that is, it is the latest Dell XPS 13 with the new Snapdragon processor inside of it. So what comes in the box, and is it any good? Let's crack it open and find out. Now, I was not actually expecting this to arrive so soon. If you are a normal consumer of the Everyday Dad content, you may notice that my videos have kind of seemed to be coming out pretty quick recently. And that's because this arrived 2 weeks early. This is the version, before we open this up, it's the 9345. It's got the FHD Plus display. I never buy the high-end displays from Dell, mainly because they're a big battery drain, and lightweight laptops, for me, they need to have good battery life. So we've got the FHD Plus display, the Snapdragon X Elite 12-core processor, 16 gigabytes of memory, 512 gigabyte solid-state drive, and the Qualcomm Adreno, Qualcomm GPU. The new Snapdragon X processor, as we saw on the Surface, I am very excited about it. Whew, okay. Inside the box, we've got, is this another box? Inside the box, we've got another box. I love when companies are like, hey, we're all sustainable. But look at all this. Look at this. Package supporting, it's responsible. That's why we have so much of it. If it had been empty, I also would have complained. So I understand that there's no winning. But this does seem a little excessive to me. So inside the box, we get the other box. Inside the second box of the box, how does this work? I haven't seen this packaging before. Okay, here we go. Inside the other box, we've got, I assume, the laptop. It's hot still. I mean, FedEx just dropped it off, so I assume it's been in a hot truck all day. We've got the power adapter, which looks like it comes in a few separate parts. We've got the USB-C to USB-C cable, because this is going to have USB-C on it for charging. But if you need more oomph, this is a 60-watt adapter. Here's the outlet. One of the things, I mean, the reason companies do this, if you're like, why so many pieces? Well, one, you can charge just with Thunderbolt or USB-C, right? The other one is that this lets them segment this out, right? So this part can be standard everywhere, and then wherever the plugs are different, because the United States, everybody has their own plug, right? So we also have, hey, look, it's what I just explained, but in picture format. Man, wouldn't that just be so much better overall? Nothing. We get nothing else. Okay, so let's set this aside. The box within the box. Let's check out. Welcome to Dell. Let's do great things together. Thank you, Dell. Oh, that looks fantastic. I've had Dell XPS 15s, I've had their 17s before, but I've never gotten a 13 because in this range, before the Snapdragon processor, the MacBook Air existed. So why would you ever get anything else? Which is another reason why I'm so excited about this. This thing is super lightweight. It feels great. This is the graphite color, which looks pretty darn good. XPS just etched into the bottom, kind of like how MacBooks do now. Okay, let's open it up. It's got like a sticker. I feel like normally this would be a little better, but it's so hot outside that you can see like it's like warping the paper. That is gorgeous. Holy crap, that is a beautiful keyboard. It's all flush. I love that it's all flush. I'm not kidding. I love how this looks. And then something you may have noticed if you were, I was pointing to myself. I don't know. My monitor's up there. Something you may have noticed is there's a substantial lack of just those goofy window stickers that you get on laptops. I mean, yeah, we got the Snapdragon X Elite, whatever. I feel like that would be pretty, hold on. Okay, every Windows laptop manufacturer do this. I don't know if this was an accident or if Dell meant for this to be so easily just like de-stickerfied. Do that. From now on, this is the standard. That is incredible. Hold on, check this out. Inside my closet, laptops, here's a Razer. Look at this. THX and Intel Core. At least it doesn't have a Windows sticker. And then here's an XPS 15, which has Intel. Oh, my son has destroyed this laptop. This is my son's laptop, and look, this is it. Long story long, no stickers. But besides that, the screen, gorgeous. I love the bezels. How do the keys feel? I'm not in love with the keys yet. They do feel very much like a Dell laptop, and that's not a bad thing. I feel like this is going to take some getting used to. I almost feel like they're too close together. Hold on. I had to make another foray to the laptop closet. This is my MacBook Air. I don't know, maybe after a while I'll get used to it, but it almost feels like the keys are so close that when trying to type, I'm going to hit more than one. Maybe that's because I lack precision as a typist, but we'll see. Maybe this will grow on me. I love how it looks, though. Now, because they have it all scrunched, we get regular size keys here, right? You get full size shift, enter. You're not getting like teeny tiny keys. So you're going to have some trade-offs, right? There's a give and a take. But besides that, the top feels really good. It doesn't feel like the carbon fiber top that I've got on previous XPS 15s and 17s, but it does feel really good. I like that they continue to have this at an angle. One of the missteps, I think, from the MacBook Air lineup is older MacBook Airs had that slight angle to them, which just made it super comfortable to get your wrist down, start typing, and work for extended periods of time. Whereas now, they're all just a uniform width across the whole thing. I like having a little bit of an angle. We've got the camera, all the sensors on here that should deal with Windows Hello. We've got USB-C. We've got USB-C. Okay, let's turn this thing on and see what this little guy is capable of. Oh, that looks... XPS, that looks good. I like the lighting that came on. So we've got all the function keys up here on the top. They're not actual function keys. I didn't really like that when Apple had their touch bar. Does anybody remember MacBooks with touch bars? I like physical keys. If you're going to give me a key, make it physical. Because there's always something that's going to happen that's going to cause problems with these, whether they're delayed, whether there's lag. It looks sick. I'm not going to lie. It looks amazing. Ooh, that sounded good too. Okay, so it's like a haptic click. It's because I'm able to click anywhere. It does feel pretty good for clicking. The viewing angle of the display is pretty good. It's good enough. I mean, I don't normally work from my computer like this, but it has a very good viewing angle. It doesn't have a very aggressive like back tilt to it, which that's not the end of the world. I do kind of like a laptop that can go a little bit farther, but that's just because it makes it easier to do thumbnails, not for any work-related issue. I do like, you can kind of see it here. The reflection control, like the light control, is pretty good. The screen looks a little matte, but it is doing a good job. Like I've got light bulbs here, and it's breaking those up really well. So if you were to use this in direct sunlight, I assume it would be pretty good, which is something that is really helpful for work laptops, especially small travel work laptops, because you can never really control where you're going to be when you're using something this small. And it is very small. It's got the new, what is that? The Copilot button. So now you can access the AI features just from hitting a button. And that's another thing that I'm really excited to check out about these. I do have the Surface. I didn't turn on like the Microsoft Suite, but I may actually invest in a license for the Microsoft Suite so we can try the new Copilot features, because those are the things that I think are the most useful application of our current AI technology. Okay, Windows is updating. It says it could take around 30 minutes. As I learned from the Surface, I'm pointing to the Surface because I've been using it all day and it's right next to me. It might actually take 30 minutes. So we'll pause here. We've been talking for 12 minutes and 59 seconds so far. Okay, and we're back. It didn't take 30 minutes. It looked like it took about 14 minutes. So that's about how long you can expect when you, if you buy one of these things. I did find that pretty consistent from this and the Surface. Love Windows Hello. I will always make sure to use that at every opportunity. Ooh, I don't like that at all. I don't want recall in any way, shape, or form. I actually thought I read that Microsoft had scrapped the whole thing. So hopefully this right here is just something we won't have to worry about here again. It's getting things ready for me. Well, thank you very much, XPS. Welcome to Windows 11. So if we go to, what is it, System Information, we can see Dell XPS 9345, Snapdragon R Elite, 12 core, 16 gigabytes of RAM, makes sense. 423 gigabytes free. The raw count you get is never exactly what you're going to end up with. It looks like we've got 16 gigabytes for installed apps, 5.6 gigabytes for other stuff, and then temporary files about a gigabyte, which I do believe is less than the installed apps we had on the Microsoft Surface. So maybe there's less bloat on the Dell XPS, but this thing looks fantastic. The trackpad I actually really like. This one's got a nice click to it. Do these have clicks? No, these are not clicks. These are just straight up buttons. Not the worst in the world, but again, if you're gonna give me a button, I would prefer it to just be a button. One thing I did want to check quick. So again, XPS 13, and I've got the MacBook Air. So this is the M3 MacBook Air, and it weighs 2 pounds, 11 ounces. And the XPS 13 weighs 2 pounds, 11 ounces. Okay, they weigh the exact same. That's wild. That is crazy. I would not have guessed that they ended up weighing the same. The MacBook is just a little bit bigger. So it is a little bit bigger. The XPS is thinner at the end and it's wider at the back, which who cares? They both have 2 USB-C ports, but I would much prefer having my ports on opposite sides, especially if I'm going to plug this into a home office. So initial impressions are, I'm very excited to start using this thing. Ooh, that's something I've noticed I now don't like. Can you guys see that? This is the graphite, but that is a fingerprint magnet. I don't like that. I normally get like lighter version laptops because I hate fingerprints, drive me absolute crazy. So we'll have to see how this is doing, but besides that, I'm very excited to try out this computer. I do very much think that Windows ARM, like the new Snapdragon processors, like this is the way that Windows regular laptops have to go if they're going to be competitive. They need great battery life. They need to not sound like a jet engine all the time. And I really think that this new like generation of computers is what's going to get us there. So let me know in the comments below what you would like to see out of this thing as we start talking about it and start using it over the next weeks and months. So let us all know in the comments below. And if you like this video and you want to see some more information about the Microsoft Surface while you wait, you can click right here. Click, 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 click. Thanks for watching.